16, let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is December 27th, 2021, and Bitcoin is looking like it's putting in a holiday rally. It's putting in one last hurrah for 2021 into 2022. And that's what I'm seeing in the entire cryptocurrency market. We're getting one last pump. Why last? Well, if you don't know, stay tuned. Today we're going to talk about the current price action, what we can expect for the immediate and sort of larger long-term price action of Bitcoin and other cryptos, as well as the Curve token. We're going to talk about FTM, and we're going to have a look at VRA. All right. So if that interests you, stay tuned until the very end. All right. On the hourly chart with Bitcoin, I apologize. My targets have not changed. I'm still targeting 58K. Let's go on the 4-hourly time frame. But what do I apologize for? I apologize for my sloppy wave count. I said that we were starting a fifth wave, but no, that can't be. And one of you guys thankfully corrected me. And I'll get into that in a second. We have to be in the third wave, if anything, right now. Okay, so let's see. Let's get rid of this and this. Okay, that's better. All right, on the 4-hourly time frame, again, let's put everything in perspective. Why is it one last hurrah? It's because we've established a downtrend. Okay, this is a clear and sort of unignorable, if that's a word, downtrend. Okay, that's a massive downtrend. Okay, for anybody saying, "Oh, we're just gonna pump and pump," like, what about this? Like, this is not going away anytime soon. It's an ugly, massive downtrend. People have short memories in crypto. They may have forgotten with all of this consolidation, what all of this price action. But if you know anything about technical analysis, you know even the rudiments of Elliott Wave principles, you understand that these impulses, and this is clearly an impulse, right? These impulses come in packs of 5, so we expect 5 of these, all right? That's just one, right? Zooming out, we see that that's just one, right? We started from the top at 69 or whatever, or 67 or 69K, our all-time high, and then boom, a huge impulse. We know that these come in packs of 5. If this is wave 1, then this is wave 2. I know that this is something that's that many subscribers to the channel know, but it stands to be repeated and reiterated just as to why we're playing the markets, how we're playing them right now, right? We're being defensive, to be honest. We're preparing exit strategies. We're thinking about long-term staking in either UST or USDC. UST is the Terra stablecoin on the Luna, stablecoin. Right? No, the Terra stablecoin on the Luna blockchain, right? In the Luna ecosystem, that's a decentralized stablecoin. You can put it in Anchor Protocol, earn 20% APY. That's a great play. You can get insurance on that, so it's not as risky. You can also use centralized finance protocols like BlockFi or Celsius. I'm going to put my referral link to Celsius in the pinned comment. So if you want to do that, earn 9% on your stables, either USDT or USDC. That's a great way to help support the channel. But yeah, this is why we're being so defensive. This is why we're thinking of all these things, because if you missed my video on where we're going to, I'm going to pin that to the top right. You can see this my sort of explanation or my analysis as to why we're going pretty low. But this is going to be a downtrend however you slice it, right? It's just a question of where it's going to, not if it's going down. So we know that the top of this second wave, if this is one wave, right? And I think it's clearly a wave one, right? It's an impulsive wave. We know the top is 58, and this is why I've been calling for 58K, not just because this is the maximal sort of retracement for this wave two that goes something like A, B, C. It's going to go like that, right? But because if you do the analysis and you do the Fibonacci extension, Fibonacci extension sort of projection, if you also do some simple, let me take this off, pattern analysis, you see that this is kind of like an inverse head and shoulders. That's the neckline, and it kind of takes you to 58K, right? If you just envision this as being an inverse head and shoulders, that's left shoulder, right shoulder, that's the head, right? Neckline is the distance of the head to the neckline superimposed from the side of breakout. So that's what I'm seeing with Bitcoin, and this is why we're hyper alert. We're just like, okay, tracking Bitcoin very carefully, making sure it's progressing upwards and onwards. And once it gets close to finishing up, then I'm de-risking completely. I'm selling out 100%. I've already planned to sell out 100% into UST, sort of Terra stablecoin, and putting my bag of stables into Anchor Protocol with insurance. Okay, so that's my plan. I was also thinking of gold, and I'm going to show you gold's chart in a second, but gold's not a great hedge on Bitcoin and the crypto markets right now, and I'm going to show you why in just a second. Okay, and why did I apologize in the beginning of the video? It's because my count was off. I said that we were going into wave 5. That is false. It can't be. Reason being is that if this is wave 1 here, let's see. This is wave. I was saying that this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This can't be 4, and then this can't be 5, because if you were to take the Fibonacci retracement tool from here to there, you see that wave 4 greatly exceeds the 382, so that can't be wave 4, right? This has to be a two-wave retracement right here. So what I'm seeing very simply, and thank you all for keeping me in check and calling out my egregious mistakes. Sometimes I just say crazy things. This is clearly a 1, 2, and we're going into the third wave, which is going to be a relatively massive wave, okay? And that's what I'm seeing there. So something like that, right? Third wave usually is the most impulsive, usually is the longest. Doesn't have to be the longest, but usually is the longest. That's something what I'm seeing. But anyway, our target remains the same, 58K. It's very important that we really be careful with what our target is, because once we start turning around, that's going to be the big drop, okay? So that's Bitcoin. Now we saw, we were looking, what else? At Curve. Everybody's talking about Curve. All of the influencers are talking about Curve. Why? I'm not exactly sure, but let's pull a Curve chart up really quickly and have a look, okay? So this is the Binance chart. All right, first things first, I've never seen this before, so I'm going to go on the weekly and zoom out. I'm going to log and auto. Okay, and I've got a truncated chart. Is this the best chart? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. I'm not going to take time and fish out the best curve chart I can. Looks to me like we've broken trend here. Looks to me like we've broken trend of whatever was coming, even if it didn't exist before, even if it did, we've broken a trend. We went up and then we went down, and this seems to be a reactionary kind of B wave. That's what I'm seeing on Curve. Okay. in any case, I am not under any illusions that, most of any of these assets are going to outperform Bitcoin while Bitcoin's nuking. So if I'm expecting Bitcoin to, keep matriculating to the 58K region for, 7 or so odd days more, right? And remember, when this first started, I was saying that, let's go back to the Bitcoin chart really quickly. When this first started, I was saying that Bitcoin is likely to, be in this, two-wave, in this uptrend, for something like, 10 to 14 days, something like that. And thus far, let's go on the 4-hourly really quickly. Thus far, I think it's been about 7 days, right? And that was, at this point, the bottom. It's been, about 7 days. So I expect, right, my initial sort of thesis, or my initial projection of 10 to 14 days to be, more or less accurate. Okay. So if we, let's say, have 7 days, more or less, more of this kind of upwards price action, then, you can't expect too much from these tokens. You really can't. So if Curve is kind of doing this B wave type move, right? So it's kind of come down with an A wave, it seems, right? This looks like an A wave to me. A, B, C. You have 3 waves there. So you get 1. So 1, 2. So that would be 1 rather. 1, 2, 3, right? Because these things come in denominations of 3. 1, 2. What is this? 1, 2, 3. I don't really know, to be honest. Let's go in the smaller time frame and see if we can see anything more. Small time frame. This looks like an A, B. Or let's see. Is this an impulse? Yeah, looks like it can be an impulse here. This retraced to the 618. This can be a 3rd wave. This can be a 4th wave. Maybe 1 leg up. Okay. So just small time frame, and we can stay in the small time frames because we know that our time frame isn't too long. If Bitcoin only has 7 more days or so of positive price action, then on the 4-hourly chart, we should be able to accurately kind of project what, Curve can do. So if this is a wave 4, let's say that was a wave 4 and this was a wave 2, I don't expect Curve going for much more than, much higher than $6.50 or something like that, right? $6.50, thereabouts. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing with Curve. Crypto Twitter for some reason is up in arms about this, and how, if you're not doing this, if you're not investing all your money in this, you're living wrong. But I don't see anything special on this chart. Okay, FTM. This one is kind of front running the 2-wave correction. Let's zoom out. You want to be really careful. Okay, look at this. Again, just like Bitcoin, you saw a downtrend, right? 1, 2. I don't think that's. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 is in there somewhere. Okay, I'm on the daily, so excuse me. I'm not gonna zoom in to see any more detail. In any case, this is unmistakably a downtrend, right? So that's a heinous downtrend, just like in Bitcoin. And here you have A, B, C, just like in Bitcoin, except difference between this and Bitcoin is that Bitcoin is like right here in its progression, right? This phantom token is almost done. So be very, very careful if you're in phantom. Look to take profit early, not financial advice, but it is financial advice. I mean, just look at this. If this is indeed a downtrend, okay, and actually, where's the one wave start? Maybe the one wave would start here because this is too steep to be a two wave, I think. Let's just do this really quickly. Yeah, that can't be a two wave. So the one wave has to start here. You see what I mean? And then, yeah, has to be the two wave, okay? So let's just pull the retracement from here. But then, yeah, then you've breached the 618. How much have you breached it by? Yeah, that's way too much. I guess the one wave has to go here, but it doesn't make sense that it would come to the 886. So that confuses me a bit. Don't know what to make of this on short term, right? I'm looking at this for the first time. I didn't prepare this, but my instinct is, okay, let's see. Let's take this as the one wave. Not exactly sure what's happening here. Okay. But yeah, that can't be the one wave, right? Actually, let's see. It may, because I may have taken the wrong bottom. So let's see. This is the top. Let's see this. Okay, yeah, it may be that this right here is the bottom of the wave and not here, okay? And that makes sense. This is probably just a B. So this may indeed be the one wave. This may be the two wave, which would make this make sense. We are pretty much at the top of this retracement. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. It looks just like Bitcoin, except, a little different. So I would, honestly, if I were in FTM, I would take profits hard, because you shouldn't be breaching $2.52 by much. Okay, maybe you wick above, but you're pretty much at the top of this retracement, and you know what comes after that. We get a monster sort of pivot, and then a drop. And just looking at, this indicator right here. Whoops. Just looking at this indicator right here, the stochastic RSI, we're topped out completely. Okay, so I expect a downtrend in FTM very, very soon. I do not expect much more upside to FTM. Okay, last but not least, my big bag of VRA. How is it doing? Doing quite well. Let's go in the hourly time frame, and we can see that it's matriculating upwards and onwards. And just like Bitcoin, it is in its third wave. That's one. That was two. Now we're getting a third wave, and that third wave is going to take us, relatively high. Fourth wave, and then fifth wave, I expect or anticipate us coming down up to between 5 and 5.4 cents. That's what I'm seeing in the market. This time is very important to, make your exit strategies, like I said. And some people are saying, some really kind of highfalutin, highly regarded analysts are saying, hey, look at gold. Gold's going to do well. Bitcoin may be in a pickle for 2022, but gold's going to do well. And I would say, be careful, because look at gold. Look at it. This is a long chart on gold. You count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. This is a monthly chart, right? And that one wave started in 1971. This is an A wave. This is a B wave. I don't see gold doing any better. Okay, so just be very careful. Thank you. Hope you liked it. Hope this was useful, helpful. Like, subscribe, share. Bye.